Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of the Blue Lion story, or Azure Gleam, I think they call it, of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Let me hit continue right here, and yeah, Azure Gleam. Select this save file, where we were at the save camp. Yes, at the camp, before the next big mission. So what happened during the last episode? Yeah, I have to speak with Dimitri. I will speak with pretty much everyone else. But what happened during the last episode is we went and fought our uncle, or well, Dimitri's uncle. Got rid of said uncle. And then the church asked for help, so we went and saved the church. Let me grab this. So yes, we went and saved the important people of the church, and now there's a rebellion that was started in the south of the kingdom, and we have to go and basically stop that rebellion. So we're at the camp. Let's chat a bit with the people. Let's see who has what to say, do some training, and all the between missions stuff.
Incidentally,
this will be your first time in Magdred, sorry. I hear dense fog blankets the land there. I wonder if you'll be able to manage. What does that mean? Huh? Says the main character. Don't try to hide it. We both know you can be, well, directionally challenged sometimes. That's such a nice way of saying it, actually. I like it.
how tiresome.
Just spare me the grief of having to watch you accidentally wander into enemy encampments, please. Wait, let me just adjust something real quick. Alright, my microphone should be a little bit better. If it changed anything at all. Okay, Arval. I'm not gonna wander off into the enemy encampments, I swear.
Let's see.
Now that Lord Donato has pledged his allegiance to the Empire, it's pretty likely they'll try to help him. They can't get a reputation for abandoning those who support them.
Hear you there.
After all, that would be a huge deterrent for anyone who's planning to betray the kingdom and go over to the Empire. So I bet their Emperor will make an effort to rescue Gaspard's army.
Not good.
It kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, like a war has truly begun. Yep. The war has begun.
Oh no.
Hello, Ash. I can't figure out why Lonato would start such a reckless fight. He might hold a grudge against the church because of my stepbrother, but to go so far as recruiting people for the city, from the city into his forces... I'll agree with you, because you're my boy.
Let's see.
Yeah, whatever the circumstances, dragging civilians into it doesn't make sense. The people of the city love Lonato, and I'm sure they wanted to fight for his cause.
That's not okay.
But even so, that's no excuse for sending those without any training on experience into battle. You are right, and we shall not go into an expedition together, because I believe our friendship is already maxed out, but I would take you on an expedition if I could, or, well, if I gained anything from it. Which is not the case right now, so I guess I won't.
I carry a
Shopkeeper,
little of
what do you have
everything
for
here.
me? Some seals,
got an
let
eye for
me
quality, friend.
empty your pockets,
You've got an
your
eye for
hands,
quality, friend.
your whatever of those.
Hope to see you again soon.
Come on over.
It's Anna!
Welcome.
Welcome to my shop, or what's going to be my shop if I ever open the darn thing. Anyway, hiya, I'm Anna, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Don't pass this
If I
by.
find anything good out there, I'll add it to my stock, so keep checking back. What do you
Welcome.
have? Welcome to my shop. What's blah blah
Don't
blah?
pass this
No,
by.
okay. No,
Welcome.
that's not.
Don't pass this by.
Hello, Cyril.
Hey,
I came here with Sethith, but I gotta head back to Camillus soon. I'm just here so I can tell Lady Rhea about how things are going on the front. I'll probably end up coming back from time to time on business for her. A lot of the church people left in Camillus are elderly, so it's up to me to step up and do my best. Oh, that's sweet. Cyril is a nice guy. Hello, Catherine.
Hey, you.
It's you. I appreciate the assist back in Halo. The name's Catherine, or Thunder Catherine, if you will. I'm one of the Knights of Seros. Good to be fighting by your side. I am Maya. I'm serving as a commander in the Kingdom's private army for the time being.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you. Folks say you know your way around a sword. Well, I mean, I have a past lifetime of experience, if that counts in any way, shape, or form. I just realized something. Give me a second. What's the matter? Is that the matter? That was the matter. Yeah, the cable unplugged from my computer. You know, the very same one that gives energy to the darn thing. And it's a old-ish computer, so it doesn't run long on low on battery. The battery runs out quite fast. I've heard a lot about you folks saying you wear around a sword. Lady Rhea gave us direct instructions to come help the Kingdom army.
I'll handle it.
The church is graceful the Kingdom took them in, despite the danger. We'll make sure to repay. We'll make sure that we repay you the best way we know how on the battlefield.
Is there a problem? Indeed.
I know Lord Lenato. He served Rufus for a time, you see. And I heard that Castle Gaspar was granted to him on the recommendation of the Grand Duke.
Let me ponder
However,
this.
the two of them clashed quite frequently, so maybe it was simply a way to rid himself of a bothersome man. The last time I saw Lord Lenato was at Lambert's funeral, I believe. I can scarcely believe that this is how we will meet again. It pains my heart. Here, have a feather.
You know me all too well.
No, it's just the cheap, easy gift that everybody likes. That's really all there is to it. Oh, new support conversation available. Sure. Later.
Greetings.
Ingrid. As we turn our forces to the south, the Margrave keeps his eye on the
The
north.
story goes.
He actually has another son in addition to Sylvain. And no, wait, I shouldn't speak about matters pertaining to other houses. I'm not gonna ask if you don't want to say anything else. We can just drop
I
it.
understand.
Yes, let's. My apologies for bringing up such difficult matters. Now then, we've had intelligence that the enemy will employ a company of skilled mercenaries in the coming battle. Okay, so that might be where I have to not screw up.
Right.
We would be well served to prepare for all manners of ferocity. I guess I'm with you people now. Well, beats dying out there somewhere.
Honestly, I don't
Still,
know.
to think that I've ended up in the kingdom after all. It'd be a real hassle to have to explain all that stuff, though. Sure hope I don't run into her. Who do you mean? Her? Oh, it's a long story. Too long. Don't worry about it. Do you mean Constance? I don't know.
Listen, I must be telling you.
As long as I'm having a way to survive, I choose that. Always. But I am feeling relief not to be fighting the Empire again soon. I can't be giving my full strength now. Agree that it's a relief. Yeah, what a relief. I'd imagine you're none too enthusiastic about fighting former allies. Yes, however, it is being inevitable. I will be having to steel my heart. Right now, I'm only focusing on the fight in front of me. I cannot be affording to worry about who I am facing. Yeah, that's probably how it ends up being in a war. isn't it? Let's do some training while we're here.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Do I have anyone that mastered their class other than the main character? Yes, Mercedes. Or Mercedes, or I don't remember, whatever.
Do you think it's a
Yes, change the unit to Bishop. Anyone else? No, just the main characters. The main character. And I said I don't want to focus on the others, except for maybe Setet and Setet Flame and. Oh no! Wait, no, they're part of the main. In the others, the only one I would like to focus on is Rhea, I guess. But Rhea is already level 50. And I don't know how to use those. Oh, I might not actually be able to use these units in on the battlefield in story, like when I'm doing the story mode. It might be when I replay a battle that I can use them. Which means that I unlocked Rhea, but I can't really play with her anyway. So yeah, Setet and Flame are the new ones. They are level 9. I'll have to fix that. With level up. Bring them at least to level 10. Like I will have, when I can, as soon as I can, I'll have a first farming session where I just bring them, all the characters to level 50 to match like the other ones that are already. For now though, I want to train. So they're all training, that's all well. I want to add everybody who's not here, so that would be Petra and Happy, Setet and Flame. I guess I'm gonna train those two together because I can. And well, sure, they're part of it. I have the space for it, so let's have them train as well. And let's do successive training until one of them masters a class. Which was after 2.
I can't wait to test it.
I'll be able to help even more. I work to go.
And also, some people relationship have become better.
Time to work you into shape.
Let's go acquire another class for Annette. Warlock.
Sure, I'll take.
I think she's the only one. Yeah, she's the only one. So let's do some successive training again. Oh, someone mastered, okay.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm getting
Hey, I'm getting better. I could use this.
the more I'm capable of, the
Have I regained my true power?
This should come in handy.
Training can be the difference between victory and
Okay,
defeat.
who did? I think it's Happy. Yeah, Happy did. Happy is currently mastering a lot of stuff. This class is already unlocked. True. Yeah, sure, I'll have her. I'll just keep going down the line.
You can't do the.
So then I think she would be better with the Dew. So let's just switch these two so that they train together. Similar thing, and these two can be together. And let's go again for some more successive training. Okay, Flame has mastered.
I can't wait to test my newfound strength.
Yes, this... I'll be able to help even more now. I've grasped new... I still have talent, I see.
Have I regained my
And also some
Time
relationship
to
stuff.
work
That's
you into
cool.
shape.
Flame. You can become... Oh, Flame is also a mage. Makes sense. You can become a bishop. And hi in the chat. I hope that you are doing well.
Ooh,
Changing it to bishop, yes.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Alright, so that was the training for now. Let's also do some chores.
care to make yourself useful?
Let's go with set it. Who else would I want? Set it and flame. Is any of the thing with... No, none of them have both. Okay, so I'll go with set it and... Ingrid? Maybe Felix? No. I'll go with Ingrid. Sure.
Counting on you both.
Very well. I shall lend you my strength.
Let's do this, together.
Okay.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
And then manage the pantry with Flame and... Did you? Or Sylvain? Let's go with Did you.
Counting on you both.
If I can be of any assistance, please let me know.
Yes, I'm ready.
So let me just... Why is that? Okay.
We all must do our fair share. Care to
now
make yourself
who?
useful?
Or maybe Felix, or maybe Annette. Yeah, let's go Annette and Sylvain.
Counting on you both.
All right, let's give it our best.
Yeah, we've got this. We all must do our fair share.
And then I think I will have some meals, but also talk to some people.
To tell the truth,
As I understand, as I understand it, the Southern Church is one of the churches in Adrestia that's part of the Seros faith. They apparently had a doctrinal dispute with the Central Church a long time ago. But the old Southern Church and the modern one must be entirely different, right? Yeah, sure. How do I tell you that I know stuff that you don't? Meaning that this Seros that the church is praying to is actually Rhea that is still alive. No, they didn't change. It's Rhea, Set It, and Flame. They're still the exact same people. They just changed name. Anyway, how are they different?
Huh?
What do you mean? Aren't they the same organization with the same doctrine?
what did they think?
Well, the present Southern Church is actually under the Empire's command, and their bishop abides by the Emperor's dictates as well. The bishop's name escapes me, but if I recall, he's the father of one of the students who was in the Black Eagles. I wonder if the people in the Empire weren't surprised by all the changes regarding the church. I imagine I'd be a little confused myself if something I'd taken as a given was so suddenly rejected. Hello, Annette. I think Castle Gaspar's in Roe territory, which is fairly close to Dominic
The
lands.
thing is,
I've actually met Count Roe myself. Well, I guess we only spoke a tiny bit. He was always going off on his attendance. Honestly, he didn't make a very good impression on me. If we're fighting Lord Lonato and the Empire Army, then it makes sense we'd have to face Count Roe next, right? I don't imagine they'd just open their gates if we lay siege to the castle with a large army. Nope, definitely not.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Alright, let's cook some stuff. So the one I like is... Isn't there one that is both thing fill faster? Oh, slightly fills... I think I passed it. Awakening gauge feels somewhat faster and warrior gauge feels... Oh, it's this one. The two fish sauté. Which Dedu and Felix like. Sylvain and Mercedes. Annette and Flame. So let's bring Flame on. And Seta does not dislike it, so I might as well.
Solid.
next time, I will treat you to one of my home-cooked meals. You will join us, will you not, brother?
Yes, my dear Flame. I always look forward to your culinary masterpieces.
This is so weird to me. Okay, so they're acting, when you know, it makes it a little weird because they're acting as brother and sister, but she's actually his daughter. And you kind of still do look like a father and a daughter. Why didn't you just keep it? Why don't you just go with it?
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Why do you fake
Hunger
that
is
you're
the true
brother and
enemy.
sister? That's the part I don't understand. Anyway, the weapon's durability lost greatly reduced. Let's go for that. Petra and Appy like it, but I already have an A rank. Dimitri, let's go with Dimitri. I already have the A rank with Ash, but not with Sylvain, so I could go with Sylvain, Mercedes, Annette, Ingrid. Oh, even I'll go with her. I didn't do anything with her yet. I mean, during this session.
Yeah, the flavors.
This looks so good.
There are few things more extravagant than a home-cooked meal.
What a thoughtful gesture. Well, let's eat.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
And let's go for slightly feels awakening gauge at the start of battle. Let's go for this one, the Dirt style fried pheasant, for which I will invite. Okay, the only one that didn't get anything yet is Felix, that I am building relationship points with or whatever. There's also Ingrid and Rodrigue. Let's go with Rodrigue. Now the next question is, who do I want to bring on expedition?
Yeah,
Probably
the flavor's
Dimitri?
not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
This is delicious. Why are you looking at me like that, Felix? I won't share my portion with you if that's what you're wondering.
I don't want your scraps, old man. I swear.
I just
sometimes.
realized I didn't even think about it. I chose the The father and the son. I didn't even realize that until now. Until they just started speaking. And that's when I went, oh shit, right. They know each other. I mean, they're related. So funny that I ended up to accidentally pick these two. Without thinking about it.
Hungry.
Yeah, I'm not hungry anymore. I think I've had enough food. Oh, but I have to talk to Dimitri for... so I will not bring Dimitri this time.
Good day.
She'll be joining the Kingdom Army in this fight as well. Of course, I did not just up and come here. I secured Lady Rhea's permission first.
Come on.
Huh, well, that must mean you can fight at least a little, yeah? Glad to have you.
Goodness.
Goodness, a little? I will have you know that despite my appearance, I'm quite accustomed to the battlefield. That's not something you should brag about as a child.
Might you?
Well, a few 100-years-old child, I guess. But... And on that note, Sethet and I are looking forward to fighting alongside you.
A moment.
Speaking of which, hello
My
Sethet.
thanks.
The Archbishop is both moved and deeply grateful that the kingdom has accepted us. In her view, it would be lamentable if we met your noble deeds with our own failure to cooperate.
That is all.
Bearing that in mind, we dispatched a portion of the Knights of Ceres to rush to your aid. Is she going to fight too?
Huh?
I get the reason, but are you gonna fight? Oh, is he going to fight too? Are you gonna fight too? You're not a knight, just the Archbishop's assistant.
Oh.
And as such, it is my responsibility to stand at the vanguard of and oversee the battle in Lady Rhea's stead. The Knights of Ceros are the finest in the land. They are every bit as equal to the King's army. I have no doubt we will be of great service to you. Most likely. Most likely.
Hello there. Well then.
I suspect you know, but Lord Lonato is Ash's adoptive father. Yes, I did know that. No in-game I didn't. So long as Ash is resolved to fight, we shouldn't interfere.
Please.
However, Lonato will likely be a difficult opponent for our friend. Please bear that in mind. Yeah, don't bring the kid to the battlefield. Got it. So who do I want to invite on an expedition? Oh, Felix, I guess.
Yes, you.
Maybe start with Felix and Sylvain.
That reminds me.
Back when I was about 14 or 15, the boar and I went out west to help quell the rebellion. That's when I witnessed the beast inside him. I know exactly what I saw.
Well?
Tell me, do you think you can imagine the look on his face when he slew the enemy commander? No, I can't.
Let's see.
We're talking about Dimitri, right? I have no idea. He's so detached when he strikes down enemies now. Well then, I'll tell you, he smiled. He stood over the enemy commander's miserable corpse and smiled, drunk on his own bloodlust. I know now that the commander was deeply involved in the Dusker incident. It's not wrong to want revenge, but when I look at him now, it makes my stomach turn. Yeah, I can get why. Wanna come on a horse expedition with me? Do I have access to all the places?
It's good to stretch your legs when you can. So, where are we going?
Yes, I do. Let's go to the forest. The forest is
Sure,
nice and
if
peaceful.
you want.
You dismount your horses at the mouth of an expansive forest. The natural scene plays across your senses, and you feel at true peace.
Nice forest you found here. There are beasts lurking in every direction.
After enjoying a pleasant stroll, Maya and Felix decided to take a break. Alright, let's talk.
Both the Empire and Alliance have a clear hierarchy of strength. It's hard to say who the strongest person in the kingdom is, though.
It's Dimitri, most likely.
Huh.
He does not... Okay, it would probably be the left or the right option. He did not like that. He did not dislike it, but he did not like it. I'll ask you a question about your dreams for the future.
I have ideas, but we have a lot to do before I can start putting them into action.
Oh, come on, give me more details.
Well,
Unfortunately, we're not getting the details.
I don't care who you are or where you came from. All that matters is that you can fight.
I'm ready for a fight anytime. I mean, that's the thing to go. Like, Felix is literally the guy that when he first saw us was like, hey, do you allow me to try to kick your ass in a sword fight? Okay, sure. We're having a fairly engaging conversation.
It's nice getting out every once in a while.
Alright, he's saying it. My and Felix headed back to camp. Yay! And who else? I said Sylvain, right? Unit. Sylvain.
Hey there. Let's see. Hear you there. Not good.
Let's go on an expedition.
Sorry I kept you waiting. You ready to go?
I'll go on the mountains
Sure,
with
I'll
Sylvain.
tag along.
I don't know why. He just feels to me more like a mountain guy. I might be completely wrong. After what felt like an insurmountable climb, you've reached the peak of a small mountain. You shrug off the ache in your body and bask in the natural beauty.
Aren't you tired from all this climbing? Yeah, never mind. I can tell just from looking at you that I don't need to worry.
After enjoying a pleasant stroll, Maya and Sylvain decided to take a break.
My mother and father were fine enough when they weren't fighting. I'm not really sure I'd call them good parents, though.
Point out that he's still a good son, express concern, or take an optimistic stance. I'll say that he's still a good son. Tell me about your dreams of the future.
I've got my ideas, but there's still plenty I want to do in the present before I can start thinking about the future.
Oh, come on, that's the same thing the other said. Give me more details.
So the story is...
Oh yeah, blank blank, dot dot dot.
I wish I could have stayed a naive kid just a little longer. None of this nonsense about crests or nobility.
I know how I feel, say that's just how life is, or struggle to find a good response. Who would pick that and who would like that? Yeah, I know the feeling.
Hear you there.
That's not what you're supposed to say, that's not what he wants to hear. Okay.
Thanks. Let's do this again.
Alright, well I guess I only have Dimitri to talk to now. No, that's not true. I've got support, conversations, and also bonuses. Let's do bonuses first. Let's look at amiibos. So what do you have for us today? Link on a horseback. A Sword of Zoltan, that's really fitting. Link with a bow. Caledonian Gar. I don't know how fitting that is, but I guess it kind of is. Magna Malo. Money. The Palamute. More money. And Young Link. A bow. Okay. Alright, let's go watch anime together. There's not that much, only 2. Maybe 3. Let's see the anime with Ingrid.
Huh. So House Yvonne is actually just a branch of House Blathid?
Yes. Though really, if you trace any noble bloodline back far enough, you will find most of them are related in one way or another. For example, Duke Yvonne possesses the crest of Karen, while her grandfather possessed the minor crest of Fraldarius. Yet another of her ancestors bore the crest of Blathid, which is passed down through the royal bloodline.
So, you just gotta have a crest to inherit the family title, huh? Doesn't matter which one it is?
In general, yes. The nobility used to be more particular about their requirements, but that is in the past now. Since the houses all keep intermingling, none of them really have a pure bloodline anymore. Meaning they don't get to be picky about which crests they get. Though in truth, the main reason why crests are so valued is because they allow their bearers to wield the hero's relics, passed down through generations. In other words, one who possesses a crest compatible with the family's relic is much more likely to inherit the family title.
Huh. Speaking of, you're the heir to House Galatea, but your crest comes from another family, right?
Yes, but my house is a little different from the others. We originally split off from House Daphne in Leicester, you see. And at times in our history, crest bearers have been passed over entirely for the inheritance.
Can't you just pick a rule and stick to it? Why do you nobles always have to make stuff so complicated?
Complicated or not, this is important knowledge if you are going to keep serving His Majesty. If you stay ignorant, the soldiers you command will lose respect for you, and His Majesty's reputation will be irreparably damaged.
That's a little bit of a strong reaction, right? The commoner guy that we put in the lead does not know how nobility works. Yeah, sure, he's a commoner.
Sorry, you're right. I shouldn't be complaining after I asked you to teach me. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, right. You're the legitimate heir, and you have a crest, which means you're gonna inherit the family title someday. But what about all that talk of becoming a knight? Can you even do that if you're leading your house?
No. I have dreamt of obtaining knighthood and defending the king ever since I was a little girl. But I'm afraid it's not meant to be.
And none of your siblings have crests, do they? Isn't there anyone who can take the title for you?
My eldest brother says he is willing to do so if necessary. After all, the decision comes down to what the family and the heir want. Usually, leadership passes to a child with a crest. There have been exceptions, as I mentioned before. Even so, it is the duty of every kingdom noble to take up their relic in defense of their people. Not to mention, my father is not the only one who wants to see me in charge of the house. The citizens of Galatea are hoping for the same.
So peer pressure.
Huh. I'm not sure I really get all the politics behind it, since I wasn't born in the kingdom. But wouldn't you still be able to protect the king, even if you ended up a count?
Actually, not just peer pressure, it's society pressure. Like the society is wanting her there and is not gonna accept any other decision.
I am not sure I follow.
Sorry, I can explain some other time. There's a story about a mercenary I'd love to tell you.
No, the anime is over. Well, let's go to the Rodrigue chapter.
Well, if it isn't our mercenary friend, I trust you've adjusted to life in the kingdom by now.
Yeah, more or less. I've been here a few times before on the job, so it's not too big a shock. But I've never lived as far north as Ferdiad, and there's still a bunch I need to get used to. Stuff like the wind blowing straight through you, or how it's always so stupidly cold, even inside, or how you can't go out after a blizzard. It snowed so much one night that I couldn't even open the door in the morning. Thought I was off to meet the goddess that day.
Wow, don't come to Canada, jeez. Like, okay, I know for someone who never ever experienced snow like that, it's something. Like, I've had people come over to Canada and experiencing snow for the first time, and I could see their reaction, and very similar to that, by the way. But like, you thought you were off to meet the goddess? Come on, a little bit of snow defeated you? You're level 80, goddammit, use a fire spell or something.
An amusing enough story when you tell it like that. But Fargus winters are no joke. They're harsh, unforgiving beasts. Tell me, have you grown to despise the cold?
I like it. It makes me a better person by... how do you say that in English? I think you say that it builds character? Is that the expression? Anyway, let's see what he says.
Nah, it's not so bad. I mean, sure, all the snow is really annoying. But it's also beautiful. You can't see lamplit streets covered in the stuff anywhere but here.
I thought the same when I was young. Though the more years I gain, the more frustrating it becomes. Nevertheless, this brutal tundra is the only home we have. Meaning there's nothing to do but adapt, persevere, and enjoy the lives we've built here.
Adapt? Like how the messengers ride Pegasi instead of horses during the winter.
Exactly. The sight of those majestic creatures soaring through the frost-ridden sky is one unique to Fargus. No matter how much snow
really
blankets
hope
the
you
ground,
cannot
our
hear my
Pegasi
family
quite
screaming in the
literally
background.
rise to the occasion. When my son and his majesty were still just boys, they followed one off into the frigid mountains of all places. By the time I found them, they were but two shivering masses on the ground. For a moment, I thought my heart would never beat again.
So, Felix has been getting into trouble ever since he was a kid, huh?
His penchant for danger is unchanged, yes. Though I fear his disposition has grown far sharper. The hardships of becoming Duke at his age are undoubtedly weighing upon his mind.
I don't know. I don't think you need to worry about him. He can take care of himself just fine.
A fair point. Perhaps it's time I let him spread his wings like the Pegasus he chased all those years ago. It seems the coming winter will bring more than just cold to Fargus. The ravages of war approach on the same wind. Training in such conditions will be a struggle indeed, but we cannot afford to ignore the looming Srang threat either. Managing our territories through it all will not be an easy task. But I have faith we will adapt, persevere, and overcome. Just as we always have.
You're lucky I chose you this time, because last time... Ooh, wow, that went bad for you.
Next winter, huh? We'll just have to do whatever it takes to make sure the war's over by then.
I don't remember if the war goes all the way into winter or not. Oh, and there is Indrid, yeah. There is Ingrid and Rodrigue as well. So let's watch that.
Ah, you're back. I heard you went to Fraldaria's territory?
Yes, I had a bit of business to take care of there. I forgot how long it had been.
What was it like to return?
It was always like a second home to me in a way. So being there brought memories flooding back. I found myself taking little detours everywhere, even though I knew I did not have time for such trifles.
And what impression did it give in its current state?
The region itself is quiet and peaceful. But lack of food has left the surrounding towns and villages in a precarious situation. It reminds me of when the people of Galatea territory fought over provisions during famine. If things keep on as they are, there could easily be an uprising.
Perhaps we should ask the refugees to cultivate the land. But that isn't my decision to make. Thank you, Ingrid. I will let Felix know your thoughts on the matter.
I would appreciate that. Oh, and it's not as if everything has changed for the worse. There were new shops around, and all of the roads were well maintained. It's surprising to see how much has changed over the years.
That's right. You used to visit multiple times a year, when Glenn was still alive.
I did. Yes. Though I might never have visited again if I had not been presented with this opportunity. I am glad I decided to take it. Once this war is over, would you mind if I came to visit Fraldarius land as I once did?
Not in the slightest. You can visit any time you like.
Who is Glenn?
I'm sure that Felix and the rest of my family would welcome you with open arms.
Who could Glenn be? I don't know if we'll ever get the information, maybe through like other little scenes with other characters. But I'm thinking maybe Glenn is or was her fiance, the person that she was supposed to become wedded to at some point. Perhaps one of the children of Rodrigue, and that would be why she was visiting. That's the one scenario that comes to my mind. I know there's a ton of other possibilities, and I don't know who Glenn is. So I don't know. I'm just gonna shoot that. This is the first thing that came to my mind that is plausible. Let's see if it's that or not.
We certainly owe you that much, considering all you've put up with from my sons.
Not at all. If anything, they put up with me. My brothers are both so much older than me, so Glenn and Felix were among my few friends growing up.
So Glenn is definitely, or was definitely, Rodrigue's son. Maybe not fiance, maybe best friend to Ingrid. But it definitely sounds like Glenn is not in the picture anymore, like something happened.
Thinking back on it, I feel like I was always ordering Glenn around.
Well, if the time you two spent together helped you in even the smallest way, I am satisfied. And I know Glenn would be overjoyed.
Those days are irreplaceable to me. They will live in my heart forever.
Spoken like a true daughter of Count Galatea. You've grown strong, Ingrid.
Thank you for saying so. Still, I want to keep moving forward as best I can.
Yet it's good to acknowledge one's limits. People are allowed to show weakness, you know. Oh, look at me, talking your ear off, while you're still covered with dust from the road. My apologies.
Okay, so definitely Glenn, best friend, died. Maybe related to the Pegasus incident? Because he said that Felix survived, but he didn't say anything about the other one. In the previous thing with the main character. Maybe.
No, I am grateful for the concern. Thank you.
And we might never have the answer.
There's no need for thanks. After all, you're like a daughter to me.
Okay, and that is it. Those are the support levels. Now it's time to talk to Dimitri. Is there anything else? No.
How are you?
Moving forward, I expect our army will continue to advance as we establish more bases such as this one. Whenever a large number of people live together for a stretch of time, various problems are bound to occur.
I wonder.
You may be inconvenienced as well. Please inform me right away if anything comes up. Okay, this character seems like the kind of character that jokes, but I would not joke. So I'll go with, yeah, sure, I understand. Got it, thanks. I'll let you know straight away.
I implore you.
Please do. As this army's leader, My aim is to respond as best I can to any potential concern. The Kingdom Army is a coalition of soldiers from our various lords. We are a congregation of birth and ideologies.
Troubling indeed.
Though I hope everyone will understand and compromise with their peers, I suspect that will not always be the case.
Speaking of
I had
which,
some new facilities established in preparation for the coming battle. I am most certain they will be of great use to you. I bid you take a look while we have the time. Okay, new facilities, which are the squadron shop. Yeah, the battalion master. Oh, sorry about that. What is the lodge? Ah, welcome. I can recommend battalions to you. I'm certain having experienced troops on your side will be of great help.
Well,
Yeah, but
hello,
I do have
you.
battalions already.
Come back soon, all right?
And they're good ones. We collect any unneeded armaments and resources here. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Nothing can go to
Supplies
waste.
are the lifeblood of any army.
Okay, there is nothing. I can deliver resources. I can deliver equipment. I can trade all of those things that I'm getting for better equipment. Or not better equipment, but for stuff. And I can then use those smithing stones. That is it? No, that's trade the smithing stones that I have. For materials which I can use to upgrade weapons, which is what I was doing basically when I was farming. It's all the weapons that I'm like, oh yeah, that weapon I will not use it. So I would select all of those weapons, like the Devil's Sword, I think. Anyway, all of the weapons that I know I will not use, like everything that is iron. I guess I'll keep the javelin just in case. So all those iron axes, iron bows. All the iron tomes. Like that. Let's deliver them. So that gives me 72 smithing stones, which I can then use to buy stuff to upgrade the weapons that I have. So whenever I'll be going back to farming and grinding and stuff, that's probably what I'm gonna be doing. Selling a bunch of stuff.
Everything has its
using
use.
the resources to buy stuff. And here's the blacksmith. Hand over your weapons and I'll forge them good. Remember, the only thing standing between you and death is a weapon in your hand.
hey there.
So
Need
forging
something?
the weapons allowed to make them better. It requires the resources that we can get at that little place I showed. I have yet to find what is the maximum level for a weapon, because I think my highest level weapon is, yeah, 56, and can still go higher if I want by reforging it. So one day maybe I'll find what is the maximum. And to repair, I can turn this rusted sword back into
Is this it?
something else, which is an iron sword. Nothing super useful. And then unleash effects, which is unleashing the true power of the relics, which I did on 3 of them, I believe? Or no, it's because I don't have the resources to do so. So I could, with the Sword of Seros, the Spear of Vassal, the Shield of Seros, or the Caduceus Staff. I guess I will, because I'm gonna be using these two, I guess I will do it on the Spear of
Is this it?
Vassal. Gets the Divine Glow. What does Divine Glow does? It restores a large amount of HP at regular intervals. Wow, okay, that's great. And same with the
Is
Caduceus
this it?
Staff, which will get the Divine Glow as well. And Far-reaching magic extends the range of long-distance tome attacks. That's cool. And I cannot do anything for the other ones because I don't have the required stuff. And I can no longer expand the facilities because I am quite done with that. And the last facility is the one that will allow me to do grinding, which is good because I do feel like I'll need to be doing a bit of grinding. The Record Keeper. You can reflect on your previous battles here. The past has much to teach us. Come here whenever you wish to ponder your previous actions.
Which battle do you wish to
can
reflect
replay
on?
missions and get the S rank reward if you didn't get it. Oh, I can even go and replay the Wildfire ones as... Yeah, I already... Look, why doesn't it say all S's? Like, it used to say it. Is it because I can actually replay it like with this character and get the rewards again? Like on this character, on this playthrough? I'll have to try that when when I'll be grinding. I'll have to try replaying these battles just to see if that actually gives me something.
I'll continue gathering records of your battles.
Looks like we're making solid progress. I should get ready too. So I believe this is when I have to leave for the next mission. If that is the case, yeah, I'll talk to the strategist.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
We'll probably have a little briefing or something. No, no briefing. Yes, a little bit of a something. So I have 5 turns so that doing one mission is 1 turn. So I have 5 turns to get there, which will take 3 minimally. And there doesn't seem to be any side chapters or anything here. So the first mission will be bandits that have appeared in Karen territory and are attacking trade routes. Eliminate them and the threat they pose to the army's advance and intermediate seal and training points recovered. But before I do that, that seems to me like a good time to go have a break, a little bit of a break. So let me just make sure that you guys will be having music. I'll switch this be right back screen. I will go get my usual coffee and I will be back. It will take a few minutes for Twitch and just a few seconds for YouTube. See you when I get back. Alright, I am back. I've got my coffee and everything. Let me tune back to the game. Pause. Oops. We reached the 5-minute mark. That's good. That's okay. That's fine. The recording has restarted. Everything is doing okay. So let's go and fight those bandits with an overpowered army of people. Only 4. And we have to defeat 500 enemies, and this mission time limit expires, so we have a certain amount of time. Obviously... Oh, I can change the unit. I don't have to take the OP main character. I'm still gonna do. Dimitri, the Dew, and Mercedes. I
shall perform to
I wanna go with Flame and set it.
Leave this to me.
Set it is a bad idea. Set it is a real bad idea. I still want to go with him though. And I think I'll just have him fuse with Dimitri and have Dimitri defend and have her come with me and I'll just go around and destroy everything. So 7 minutes 500 enemies defeated. Well, of course, I mean, the mission is to defeat 500 enemies. And damage taken, 30%. Alright. Let's do this. That should be a quick one.
I know.
Set
Shall
it.
we? I am on my
B
way.
is adjutant.
I will give it
Flame.
my all.
Be mine.
I will assist you.
Dimitri.
I will move.
We can win if we work together.
Victory will be ours. Shall we go? Together. Show them how firmly our defenses can hold.
So yeah, not much to say at the moment. It's just go in, kill stuff. You know, classic. Classic Muso.
The stronghold's ours.
I did unmute myself, yes. I keep getting scared of it because it happened a few times that I didn't. On a specific Pokemon episode, like it lasted an hour and something, and I ended up having to redo, like to record again over the episode, like over most of the episode, because I had an hour lost of me talking.
Somebody help me!
Have to rescue the villager? Sure. Hey, you guys. Taste my magic.
I'm dragging the others down.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
I am ready.
Please stop spawning new people. I'm trying to get rid of all the named
I had no
people.
idea it was home to people as strong as you.
Wait, is that it?
I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
That is literally it? I thought there would be like a phase 2, hey, the boss appeared, defeat the boss. No, it's literally just, oh, you reached 500, congratulations, you're done. Just give me a second while I'm putting a drop in my eye, because I'm at that 4-hour mark. Okay, well that mission sucks. That's not a mission I could use to farm money. Made it to your stream this time. Hey, hello.
I won't let myself stop here.
I hope that you will enjoy watching me fight and destroy people with my level 80 main character. I need to save on a new file. That's before... I think I'll keep that one. No, I need to keep that one. That's the file I need to keep, right? That's the fake file I did, like the practice one I did, I think. Yeah, that's the practice one I did. Okay, so I need to keep file 2. I will erase file 3. I mean, not practice, but like the fake, like the one I made just to see if a few things were different at the beginning. How am I doing? I am doing well. My eye is doing a lot better. I still have drops to put in it, but that is fine. Other than that, not much happening. I'm just having fun with this game, and that's cool. The reward for seizing the area, you obtain training points, you obtain strategy resources.
Curse that doddering old fool. Striking out on his own was idiotic to the utmost degree. Had he only been more patient, we could have all joined with the Imperial Army's main corps and mobilized as one cohesive unit.
It seems the kingdom's offer of shelter to the Central Church incensed him to act. You know how deeply Lord Lenato's hatred for the Church and their kind has festered. Ever since the day they brought a blade down on his son's neck.
But what of his adopted son? Wasn't he made a knight of the royal family? For a time he served the Grand Duke of Etha as well. I can't possibly fathom what the man is thinking.
Really? The matter seems rather open and shut to me. He possesses a burning hatred for both the Church and the Archbishop at its head. Just as they deserve the ultimate punishment in Lenato's mind, so too does the king, who has chosen to take them in.
What happened with it, with Ash's stepbrother?
If only he'd slowed down for a moment to consider how his ridiculous actions would affect me.
What happened to my eye? I had an eye infection. I'm not sure exactly what the name of that thing is in English, but it's at the very beginning of it that it was cut, so there's nothing to worry about. It's under control and everything. Like, it only was a little bit uncomfortable to watch screens and stuff like that for a few days, which is why I missed a few streams. But everything is better now, and there is no risk of me losing my eyesight or anything, so no worries. If he'd slow down for a moment to consider how his ridiculous actions would affect me. Oh yes, it's all about me. I don't care about him. Did he think about me?
I carried out my betrayal of the kingdom with the promise of imperial protection of our territory firmly in sight. That will, of
your hand
course,
is clipping
be
to your
forgotten
hat.
if this ends with our lands razed to the ground and my head skewered on the lance of the enraged king of Fargus.
I imagine he will be quite angry. Yes. We should prepare ourselves for what's to come.
Okay, well, glad you're healing well then. Oh, thank you.
If Lord Lenato and his men fall, Aryan Road is sure to be met with a siege. In which case, we hand it back to the kingdom. A peace offering, if you will. But if Lenato emerges victorious, we defect to the Empire as planned. Both sides covet the fortress. Whichever way the winds of war blow, we only need match them to stay afloat.
Are you sure, Your Excellency? Normally you'd balk at such cagey behavior.
Don't play dumb with me, Gwendol. You've said it yourself. There will be no shame in surrender as long as you fight tooth and nail to the end.
And that's a new thing that is in 3 turns, so that will bring it down to 2 and the other one to 3. Then I will do that, it will bring that one to 2, and then I need to do that. Oh wow, this is... They're having me make choices. Okay. Not make choices, like I can do all of them, but I need to not make any mistake per se. A merchant encampment. You met a merchant who is running a stall. We can't do business here anymore, with all these bandits around, so we'll let this go for cheap before it gets stolen. 500 for turnip, chickpeas and cabbage, yeah sure. An old castle some distance from the battlefield. Your army is steadily taking control of the area. You liberate some spoils of war, which I will all sell, because I can't do anything with them. A rebel army sympathetic to Lenato is attacking a supply base. Intercept them and protect the stronghold. Yes, sure, I'll do that. Deploy to the selected area? Yes. I will. Defeat the soldier and other enemies. the kitchen is captured. Okay, so I have to make sure the kitchen does not get captured. I will keep Dimitri. I will, I think, keep Setet for a while. And Flame. I think I'll rock these four for the time being. And I think what I'll do, I'll ask Dimitri. I'll probably send them on missions, yeah. Wait, there's a chest and there's no key. Is the key going to appear, or should I have someone who's able to open chests, in which case I should have Ash with me? Considering that I already have Dimitri or Setet, I might want to replace one of the two for Ash, just in case. It would make more sense to have Ash be down here. What if I change unit and go with Ash? Ash should be fine. I think just in case, I'll bring Ash. I'll keep Flame. And I think I'll just actually go with Setet.
None shall stand in my path.
So 7 minutes, 500. Let's fight.
The fight starts now.
I will defend.
Shall we? I must succeed. I'll do my best. Let's move.
I will give it my all. I shall do end with all my strength.
We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
More people advancing on the kitchen. Okay. So I'm pretty sure Ash opened. Okay, Ash. Flame is fighting. Ash has opened. So we'll go on this guy. And Setet can go fight this guy. And all I have to do is to keep killing people.
Directive fulfilled.
Oh, is that the one that I sent Ash to fight? Oh well, I'm gonna take care of it myself.
Retreat! You shall pay for this, you hear?
My work here is done.
Allow me to fight alongside you.
Help the mage reach their destination.
Shall we?
Actually, I'll have defense. I want everybody to go and defend that mage.
Through the battlefield.
While I'm increasing the kill count.
Enemy down. Out of the way!
I feel like I can do anything with you by my side.
Don't mind if I do.
Next base. I mean, you've got Flame. Flame can heal.
The stronghold's ours.
Alright, the question is, am I at... No, I'm far from 500.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
So I'll keep going some.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Give them no quarter.
Let's go with that. Have fun. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in a little bit, and have a good rest of your evening.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Faldrin is truly vast. I had no idea it was home to people as strong as you.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
Oh wait, that will end the mission if I defeat that soldier. So I'm gonna hope that he doesn't cause us problems too fast. And that my friends are gonna be able to deal with them, and I'm just gonna go and finish capturing the map.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Okay, I've got the 500.
We're not losing to anyone!
Out of the way!
Oh, money.
We'll need to care for this stronghold like one of our own.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, let's finish this.
The stronghold's ours.
Allies. There's one strong enemy left here, and they drop stuff like weapons, which I can sell for resources, so I'm gonna grab it, because I can. And then I'm gonna finish the archer, because, oh yeah, I'm quite in the time. There we go.
Ooh, we did it!
So like, doing this kind of mission and just going around breaking all the pots and everything like that is usually what I was doing to farm money, if you're interested in how I did that. I usually take a mission that is short, rewards a good amount of money, and that I can break all the pots in.
Such room to grow?
I feel my strength building.
I have yet more
As a reward for seizing the area, you obtained an activity point, 10 strategy resources, unlocked some stuff. I should probably go do the extra quest here though, but first, survey spots. Horses are tied up in the stables. They don't look to be doing very well. Unfortunately, we don't have enough feed. If you have any vegetables to share, we'll give you something in return. So cabbages for building materials that I will sell, but that is okay. Town under reconstruction. You stop by a town in the process of rebuilding and the auxiliary unit comes to rendezvous with you.
So, what do you
Some
think?
of us will stay behind to defend the town, but please take the rest of us with you into battle. Volunteer Armored Co. or Volunteer Brawlers? I'll take the Brawlers. Let's do the survey spot. This Hermit Mage told you about the geography in this area. The fog gets pretty thick around here. Take this so you don't get lost. A torch. And then I will do this side mission. Set out on the extra quest, capture the thieves? Yes. Defeat the courier and other enemies, no defeat conditions. I will not keep him, I'll go back to Dimitri.
You can leave this to me.
I'll have Dimitri set it in flame. I should probably have axe wielder? Do I have a good axe wielder? No. Did you? Yeah. I'll keep Dimitri set it in flame. I didn't even look at what they have at the convoy. So he has the Spear of Assault, which I'm assuming might not be the strongest. Probably that... Oh wait, no. He's at 140. Okay. The Silver Lance does more, but... And the Lance of Zoltan, but of course he cannot have them. The Arrow of Indra, which is, I believe, a magical lance. A lance crafted using ancient technology. Keep your spear. Your spear is fine. You probably want some equipment though, like the knowledge gem. I should give the knowledge gem to someone. I guess I'll give it to Setet. I kinda like Setet. Battalion. You want the Alliance Knight. Because you cannot get the other ones. Night Kneeler, Will Sweep, yeah, sure. Dimitri, you have the Silver Lance, that's fine. Setet. Oh, Setet should actually grab the Arrow of Indra. Iron Tome, that's not gonna do. You could go for the Suddenger's Mystery. You do have a crest, even if it doesn't match, so that's 360. I don't think anything else equals it. I have a Silver Tome plus 50. But you have a crest, so might as well grab that. The Hero's Relic. And as a battalion, you will get the Physicers. Or, ooh, actually the Nouveau Flyer Corps. Wind and Heal, that's good. That's okay by me. And I will actually return to the war map because I need to bring Setet to the training. So let's go back here real quick, and I'll also show you the owl if you forgot what the owl is or that it even exists. There is an owl that gives us feathers after every X amount of missions that we complete. And those feathers are whatever I've been giving to the people. Everybody will love the feather. It will be one of their favorite items to all of them. So that's one way to form friendship. I do have a training point, so I'll spend
Training
it, but
can be the
first I
difference
need to
between
acquire
victory and
class
defeat.
for Setet. Setet become a paladin.
My interest.
Change this unit class to paladin, yes.
have to train with His Majesty today? Can't I just pretend I did and take a nap instead?
Come now, I won't hurt you. Much. There, all finished.
I'm a better man now than I was 5 minutes.
I'm getting better.
This better not be one of those weird...
Got to give this a try sometime.
Time to work you into shape.
Okay, so that should
Can't
be good
wait to
enough.
see how you do.
I do have one activity point as well. I could bring someone on a date. Maybe Dimitri? Hey Dimitri, let's go on a date.
Troubling indeed.
And Dimitri, I'll take him to the waterfront.
I'm sure to do wouldn't mind. As long as you are the one accompanying me.
Let's go to the waterfront. You arrived at the bank of a breathtaking lake. Serenity hangs thick in the air. You can almost taste
I
it.
find great comfort in the cool waterfront air. Let's remain here for a while, shall we?
After enjoying a pleasant stroll, we take a break.
I prefer not to name my horses, if I can avoid it. Growing attached only makes their deaths more painful.
Oh yeah, he's the edgy boy. I understand how you feel.
Correct.
Tell me about your worries.
Do be kind to Felix. His new duties seem to be taking more out of him than I think he realizes.
I will agree to that.
I implore you.
That was okay. I guess I was supposed to just nod politely.
I have seen much death, often dealt by my own hand. The idea that one can die with dignity is sadly nothing more than a myth.
You must always be ready for that, or
I
whatever,
wonder.
I guess. Yeah, he's the edgy boy.
Thank you. I had a good time today.
And we return to camp.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
All right, and now let's do the extra quest to defeat the courier and other enemies. No defeat condition. Set it. I want you. Maybe not the silver lance. I guess I'll give you the arrow of Indra for the time being. You have the silver lance, you have the Southern Girl's Mystery, and I have the Mercurius, so we're ready, we're fine. 4 minutes, 400 enemies. Okay.
The fight starts
This is a
now.
very short one.
I know we can win if we work together.
Yeah, we can win this.
Don't let the courier and their allies reach the ballista.
We will proceed as planned.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Shall we?
Where are said allies? I do not know.
I must succeed.
We will proceed as planned. We must...
Out of the way!
Well, I will intercept.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
How can I face my comrades after this? My work here is done.
What if I just take the stronghold for myself?
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
This is not yet the time for celebration.
On to the next one.
You're in peak form today.
The stronghold's ours.
I don't think I have the time to mess too much, so I'm just gonna go and defeat that courier.
Is that all we've got?
Never! You'll have to take things from here.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
How many enemies? Oh, I have enough enemies. So I'm just gonna order an all-out offensive on this guy, and I'll go around and work on defeating more enemies and grabbing money. Making this map blue as much as I can. Oh, I think I have to be the one defeating the enemy though. I think there's a weird rule that the enemy won't die if, when it's the commander, if you're not the one giving the last hit. So I'm just gonna do it. And yeah, whatever. Short mission. Not sure it's a good one to farm money.
Just stay focused.
Alright, next mission. Oh, it didn't reduce the count for that one. Okay, so I have more time than I thought I would. New support conversation and also cannot hold more supplies, so I'll have to go back. But the convoy was ambushed. Well, I guess I'll go back now. I'll read that later.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Receive all. Let's deliver equipment. Iron, iron, iron. Let's get rid of the maces. Let's get rid of everything that is E rank. I should maybe get an unholy sword that damages the wielder and enemy alike. Yeah, I should probably get rid of that too. All D ranks. Venom Edge, Javelin, Venom Edge, Iron, Steel. What? No, not the killer one. Iron Tome, Heretic Stone. Alright, let's get rid of all of that. And then let's get rid of all of these. And probably trade for Umbral Steel. Like as much as I can, because I believe that's what you need for upgrading relics, and the relics are probably the strongest weapons. So I'll trade everything I can for Umbral Steel.
Everything has its use.
And let's watch more conversations.
Ah, I wanted to speak with you. You have made quite the name for yourself recently.
Oh, thanks.
A true feat for one so young. It is a shame you could not continue your studies at the academy. If only you had been graced with the opportunity to cultivate your knowledge and gain more experience alongside your classmates. It is likely you would have become influential enough to impact Fodlan's very future.
Is that a little callback to Tree Houses?
You have grown silent. Is something on your mind?
What do you all think of me, honestly? We've fought enough battles together. You know I've got this mysterious power. You and Rhea, you're suspicious of me, aren't you?
Yes, I admit you are right. We have yet to determine if you are truly trustworthy. The power you possess is different from that of a crest. That alone is cause for suspicion, if I may be so blunt. You might not bear us any ill will, but what if you were to succumb to the manipulations of someone like Tomas?
That doesn't sound very likely. Although I guess it's possible I could accidentally hurt someone with it.
Precisely. And furthermore, the victim of said accident could be the Archbishop, or my sister, Flame. We must remain vigilant to even the slightest possibility of danger. I know the Empire often accuses the Church of exploiting the people to fill our coffers. But the fact remains that the Archbishop has always gone to great lengths to maintain peace in Fodlan. She also serves as the spiritual guide for the vast majority of citizens here. We simply cannot risk losing her, even if it is only a 1 in a million chance.
Well, okay. If that's the case, what do you want me to do about it? I can't just leave. That would be a huge problem for Dimitri and everyone else.
I have no intention of telling you to go. I am well aware of how much the King values you. However, I would ask that you keep your distance from the Archbishop. And to stay away from Flame as well. This could prove difficult given you two serve in the Kingdom Army together, but it is a personal request. I know this all may be unpleasant for you, but will you agree to do so?
Interesting. So I can promise to avoid both, which I would not promise to avoid. I would promise to do my best, but like things could happen. I can say, hey, I'm not making any promises, which is maybe in the line of I'll do my best, but I cannot promise it, or maybe in the line of, hey, I'm a jerk and I don't promise things like that. Or I can agree to avoid the Archbishop, but not Flame, which honestly would probably be the worst option, because knowing what I know, the opposite would be better. Saying that I will avoid Flame but not the Archbishop. But it might also be in the sense of, yes, I will avoid the Archbishop, but it's going to be difficult to avoid Flame if we're battling together, and we might have to rely on each other. Which I would be for. I just hate that I don't know in which direction this is going. Because my mind would be, fair enough, I will do my best. I will not purposefully put myself in a situation where I am close to any of these people. But this is a battlefield. We're fighting and we're allies. We have to rely on each other, and therefore I may end up being close to her, even if I do my best to avoid it. Which I do not know which one of these three options would give me that answer. so I'm just gonna promise to stay away and not actually do it.
Alright. I won't go near the Archbishop, and I'll try my best to steer clear of Flame.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
You have my thanks.
It's alright, really. I'm not sure what this power is myself. I mean, it's my body and all, but I really have no idea what it's gonna do next.
In time, I hope you discover the true nature of your power.
Thank you.
If there is anything I can do to assist you with the matter, do not hesitate to ask.
I like you said it.
Will do. Thanks.
When I started Tree Houses, I hated you. But I kind of like you now. You're a good father. You're just looking out for your kid. I respect that. But yeah, you have to realize that until you learn that they are actually a father and a daughter, and that she's not his sister, it's so weird and it looks so much like a brother, kind of. Like, not creeping, but like a brother that is way too fatherly for his sister and too patronizing and all that. But that's because he is her father. Which explains everything. Let's go back to the war map, because I don't have anything else to do here. Strategist, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go and fight the enemy that ambushed a convoy. I was gonna say to fight a convoy that got ambushed, but no, that's not really the way it is. Enemy level 25? Oh! They out-level me. I mean, except the main character. Otherwise, they out-level all of my other characters. Luckily, they have busted weapons, but... Deploy to the selected area? Yes. Indeed. Indeed, I do want to. Rescue the Cavalier and their allies. The Cavalier, the Archer, or the Brawler is routed are my defeat conditions. And I'm assuming I don't really know where the Cavalier is, and I'm still rolling Setet and Dimitri, which seems like not a super good idea because they are fighters. So I should probably... I do want to keep Setet. But I should probably have Felix. Oh wait, my main character is... Yeah. You know, I'll just... Yeah, I'll just go with that. I'll just have to maybe set it, come with me. And Dimitri and Flame go together. I think I'll do that. Can I change? Yes. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So 7 minutes, 500 enemies. That's a classic one.
Is
Let's
everyone
go.
sufficiently prepared?
Time is...
Okay, so Dimitri,
We will proceed as planned.
assign his adjutant, set it. Assign his adjutant.
I will give
Flame,
it my all. I shall do.
Short.
go capture this.
Them at once.
We're
And
at a
main
disadvantage
character, go
here,
this
so
way.
don't get reckless. Move out!
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Time to make a name for ourselves. This place won't be a problem anymore.
Oh, Flame. You're done?
I will give it my all. I shall do.
Okay,
I did
defeat
it.
that archer,
I
Flame.
really did it.
Wait, are you done already? No. Seems to me like you were, for a moment.
I will not permit age to be a...
Oh, hey, I found a Cavalier.
A resounding success.
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Don't mind if I do.
See what we can do.
Alright.
I will
Lane?
give it my all. I shall do.
Go attack that archer.
Render your assistance at once!
The brawler is up there. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, it's this map.
Render your assistance at once!
The mission that I used to farm for money was on this map. Like, obviously it's not this mission because it's not the same scenario, but it was like this exact layout of a map. The archer has been defeated?
I will give it my
Then
all.
go save
I shall do.
our archer.
Success. The stronghold's ours.
I'm pretty sure that I have enough. I have enough kills, and we're quite
no
early
use.
in the mission.
We can't gain any ground.
I'm just gonna go while Flame is doing this.
Yay!
Allow me. Looks like that's it for us.
Perfect, right?
Barnabas.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield. You got my back? Strike in unison!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Main mission start, and do we have a side mission to like go save?
I will give it my all.
I don't know. Do start attacking.
This place won't be a problem
I'll go
anymore.
save our friends.
I'm unstoppable.
And once I am done saving our friends, from nothing actually, they're not really in danger. I'll probably just switch instead of coming to help.
Had I such...
Ooh, there's so many money pots though.
Oh, my turn.
And there we go.
Thank goodness our rescue was successful. Is anyone hurt? I feel...
I'm so underleveled. That's probably because of playing on art difficulty. And also just going around with the level 80 and killing everything without letting the other ones truly farm. So earned in combat, yeah, so that still gives like 11,000 for a single mission. That mission ain't too bad for farming, I'm gonna say. I don't know if that's the one I will farm. Activity points recovered, resources. I can now advance to the main mission. I do not want to though, because I want to go see a forest that bandits have probably turned into a stronghold. There's a village in the forest. The villagers will give you a reward if you rid them of the bandits. Spicy fish and turnips too. You found a campsite that has been vacated. Upon closer inspection, some items have been left behind. Set out on the extra quest, an unexpected encounter? Yes. I will go for an unexpected encounter, thank you. I have to rout the enemy. No defeat condition. I dig the steam, but I don't think... So I think, yeah, I'll have set it. What are they? Mages? Brawlers? Mages and brawlers. So I need an archer. Do I have one? No, because that's usually Ash, and Ash is not currently trying to become an archer. But Ash as a brawler is effective against his peers. Petra is also... But I'd like to not use the level 51s though. The Dew is neutral, so I could get the Dew. Could get Felix. I'll honestly be doing most of the work with the main character anyway. I think I'll have Felix just so that Felix joins with the main character. And I'll have Dimitri and Setet join together. So 7 minutes. Oh, 200 enemies. This is a low count.
Come at me.
That is probably that the enemies are going to be rare on this mission.
We will proceed as planned. Allow me to help you. I can.
Shall we? I must.
If you want to get cut down, you can count on me.
So I'm going to farm them a little where I can.
I'll do it.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
This is all my fault.
Wait, I'm already almost at 200.
Shall we? I must...
We can ill afford defeat here.
This doesn't look good.
Is a demonic beast? It's a main mission, okay. And there's a lot of money where that demonic beast is. Where am I going? Oh wait, did... One of the requirements disappeared, okay. Like, one of
My
the
work
enemies
here
that I had
is
to
done.
defeat was around here, somewhere. I think it was that Growler. I know I already have the
Still
200,
improving.
so I should not focus on that, but
You're in peak form today.
it's difficult to ignore whenever there's a huge group of enemies. Alright, let's get rid of that mage first. And then let's go of that demonic beast.
If I were to die here.
Let's see how you fare against this.
Go! Now! Yeah! We'll do it together! I've got you now! Yeah? Done. Yeah! Out of the way!
And there we go. And I get an achievement
Luck was on our side today.
for slaying demonic beasts.
Yeah.
Dimitri has mastered his paladin class. I got some rusted stuff. And that one gave 10,000, so about the same as the other one. Override this save data. Back to the camp. Before you tell
Supplies
me
are
you're
the
full...
lifeblood of any army.
Oh, you were full.
Everything has its use.
Let's go see the blacksmith to repair.
Need something? Is this it?
It's a steel
this
sword,
it?
a steel axe most likely, and a steel... Oh, I don't have enough smithing stones.
See you
Wait,
around.
I'll fix that.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
There we go, fixed.
Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it?
And a steel tongue, yeah. What if I forge... I cannot forge the Spear of Assault. Oh, that's Mithril, it's not Umbral. I got the wrong one. This is Umbral, and this is also Umbral. Okay, but it's... well, these are apparently better? Although this one has a better damage level. Oh, they were not awakened. That's why. If we unleash the effect, they might become better. Lethal Blow allows the unit to damage enemies that are guarding. Yeah, okay, that has 160 might. No, that will have 160 might. I don't know what the other one had.
Is this it?
Unleash the Lewin. Scorch. Strong attacks periodically trigger Bolganon, which is a spell, a fire spell. And the Aegis Shield. Might as well.
Is this it?
Okay, so if I go back to forging. No, this one is at 170, 170. So it is inherently better. So that's probably the one Oh, but this one has Divine Glow. It's close behind. But that one's probably the one I want. For Setet. What crest does Setet have? I don't know. Anyway, I'll look at that when I'm farming / grinding. I wanted to go to the training instructor.
Training can be the difference between victory
Because I
and defeat.
need Dimitri to acquire a new class. This task will become available later in the story. He's learning too fast. Well, he will become a holy knight for the time being. Or I send him back to soldier and basic cavalier just to get the stuff from it. I think I'll do that. I'll change his class for soldier. Anyone else has mastered their class? No.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Convoy. Dimitri. Change class for regular soldier. And then back to the strategist, I guess. Well, I do have one activity point, so I could bring someone else on a date. Can I bring Setet?
A moment.
I was right beside him. Yes, invite on an expedition.
Now then, where shall we be off to?
The plains.
I have no reason to object.
You arrived at a vast expanse of green, a natural splendor stretching out as far as the eye can see. You tie up your horses to graze by
This
the meadow.
seems to be a fine location for a large skirmish. Ah, my apologies. That was a boorish thing to say.
Alright, let's talk, Setet.
Many think me rigid and unapproachable. But it is better to be feared than played for a fool.
I don't know about that. I do believe you are approachable.
Is that so?
Hey, what do you like?
Did you know I compose fables in my spare time? I used to read them to the children at the monastery.
I didn't actually know that. I'm admirative.
Just as nobility must abide by their duty, my position demands certain responsibilities of me.
I respect your attitude. I always said it the one that I get the perfect conversation with. He's too easy to read. Let me give you an owl feather.
This is wonderful. Many claim my face lacks amiability. Do you agree?
No.
Given the immense amount of clerical work I do, I fear my physical fitness has begun to atrophy.
Okay. End the expedition and return to
That was a
camp.
welcome
Yes.
respite from my duties. Please invite me again should the opportunity arise.
Alright. Back to the battlefield.
Which
After this little
battlefield are you
tea time
headed
with Setet. So, okay, these ones are special quests. They have an extra restriction when you play them. So the Kingdom Scouts were spotted by the enemy and are being pursued. Head out to cover their retreat, and you can only take male units into this battle for some reason. Deploy to the selected area? Yeah. The armored unit and their allies have to reach their destination. You can only take male units. So, what are we dealing with? Brawlers? And I have no archer, of course. Monks. Soldiers. So I think I'll have the Jew.
Understood.
Setet and Dimitri. As well as the main character. Well, I will mostly send them to protect anyway. But I'll still keep the Jew. Did you have a killer axe? Can you get anything better? Yes, you could get a silver axe, but not the axe of Zoltan. You could get the Dahaka, boost mounted damage. That's 290, 280. And this one is 255, 270. Oh, the Dahaka is so much better. Get that. You can keep a Cadmos shield, you will need it. You might be able to get a better... Yeah, the Goneril Valkyries. You probably can also get a better one? No. You should definitely... maybe the new Guardians of Fodlan. Fodlan, actually. Or the Golden Deer Veteran Duelist. There's so many. Oh wait, those are... Okay, yeah, get these one. And set it. Can you get something better? No, because this would have to wait for A rank. Alright, 7 minutes, 500 enemies. That's fine.
Let's earn our keep.
All units!
First thing first.
Let's begin.
Probably don't go in the monks. Go guard this one.
Be your shield.
Shall we?
Set it. Go
Are
guard
you in
this
need
one.
of my assistance?
We will proceed as
Dimitri.
planned.
Go guard
I
this
will
one.
retreat. We will not fall here.
We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
We need some help and fast!
As if I had not already ordered for my soldiers to do their job. Level up.
There is little time for...
Don't mind if I do.
Let's get these cavaliers.
I'm unstoppable.
Your tenacity impresses.
Out of the way! I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
I'm dragging the others down.
The stronghold's ours. This is just the beginning.
I feel there's little I can't handle with you by my side.
Let's put this to good use.
Out of the way!
It's not over.
Here it comes!
You're done!
That should be enough.
You shall pay for this. Not you here. Give me your strength.
Let's work together.
Okay, secondary mission, defeat 300 enemies.
No
I
use.
should be able to
We
do
can't
that.
gain any ground.
Still improving.
Unfortunately, I don't know if the ones that I have already defeated count, or if it's 300 after getting that mission. It's probably 300 after getting the mission. But that should be easily doable. Also, yeah, I'm well in my kill count. Dorothea!
I'm more than just some pretty face.
No, I like you,
I'm
Dorothea.
here and ready to give my all.
I can probably have an all-out offensive Santa here.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I feel there's little I can't handle with you by my side.
Fighting you won't be an easy task.
Oh wow, they just keep spawning more enemies. Getting all of them is going to be impossible. So I should probably just go to the end, huh?
We must turn this situation around somehow.
Out of the way!
Sorry, Dorothea, don't die, please. Oh. That was a scream. Why do you start the side mission so late? I wanted to go kill that demon beast. I might go for that one for farming, if only to do it a little better. So I finished it rather fast. Oh, and it gives good money. That's 13,000. That's probably the mission I'll go for farming. I'm tempted to go back at it now, but I'm seeing the time. I don't really have the time for that. An uninhabited rundown camp. You gather your officers and discuss strategy. The strategy that you will employ. The enemy will use every tactic at their disposal. We must be especially guarded against magical attack. It seems the residents fled somewhere. They left some useful items behind. A civilian has lost the key to their storehouse. They say they're willing to share some of their goods with you if you can open it. And you find a remote, deserted lake. You could go for a secret solo swim here. To raise charisma. Who needs more charisma? Set it. Any final preparations that I have to make? Maybe, mayhaps not. Lord Lonato has raised an army in rebellion against the kingdom. Your forces march through the fog to strike down the traitorous lord and the imperial troops at his back. That's where we are at. But I think I will do a little bit of preparation because the level is relatively high. So the units that I'm planning on taking with me, I'll at least raise their level. So that would be Dimitri.
Training can be the difference
Oh,
between
and I have one
victory and
training
defeat.
point. Do I have anyone else that mastered the class? No. Let's... yeah, you know, Dimitri, you're not gonna train that, you're gonna train that. Let's begin training.
Perhaps let's try something else next time.
How can I best use this power?
I've grasped new...
For His Majesty.
I have yet more power to...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
There we go.
There's nothing more riveting than a new challenge.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Wait,
Training can be the difference between
I want to
victory and
level up
defeat.
Dimitri to level 25. I'd say even 30. This is costing a lot. Yeah, let's go with 25.
This strength.
I will also raise Seth's level to 25.
Had I such...
And do I want to bring Felix? Do I want to bring Flame? Rodrigue, maybe Sylvain. I think I have enough horses. I'll bring Felix. I'll bring Felix with.
I've grown a lot.
I'll make this work. Somehow.
Can't wait to see how you do.
There's also new support conversations, so let's watch those before we go fight. That's between Seth and Flame. Oh, they only have a B level, that's weird.
Flame, it has come to my attention that you have gone out and aided the Knights of Seros again. I heard that you made your way to the infirmary and spent the entire day treating the sick and wounded. What in the world were you thinking? Do you not know how dangerous that was?
I am sorry, brother. However, the knights very much appreciated my assistance.
Their appreciation is inconsequential. Your own safety should be your only concern. This is exactly what happened during that fated battle. You exhausted your strength, healing those who were injured.
Yes, I remember. No matter how many people I helped, the number of wounded only increased.
You were so young. Your body must have been crying out for you to stop, and yet you refused. And now you are left with a body that demands extended periods of slumber. You have not forgotten, have you?
Of course not.
If you do not exercise extreme caution, you may not wake up were such a thing to happen again.
I am well aware. Every night I lie awake, afraid that my eyes will not open come morning. But if I let fear control me and begrudge my power, there will be no reprieve for those who suffer. The thought of that is too much to bear. Furthermore, if we lose this war...
Ooh, this is more important than I thought. Because I never did that story, I don't know much about those characters. Like, I knew that they were a father and daughter, but I didn't know she had a condition like that because of using her power. And that fated battle, by the way, is the battle like a few hundred years ago, that we saw in the beginning cutscene.
Flame. Should that come to pass, I will protect you, no matter the cost.
This explains even
swear
more
upon my
why
life.
he's like that.
Your mother.
Father, I have been wondering something.
Yeah, okay, they say it
Is
here.
it truly so difficult for the people of Fodlan to live in peace? The world would be a much happier place if everyone could live in harmony with each other.
I know. I feel the same. But so do the majority of those risking their lives in this war. That is why I believe a peaceful future awaits us, beyond this dreadful conflict. That is the reason I fight. And so you do not have to.
Father.
If I lost you, I would lose the very meaning of my life. And so we will always be together.
Come now, Father. Please try to understand that I cannot stay with you forever. I will grow up eventually, though I do promise to refrain from any unnecessary recklessness. And until that day comes, I will always be with you.
I will grow up eventually.
Besides
It's been a few hundred
I am
years, lady.
certain Mother would be cross with me if I left you all alone.
I understand. Thank you, Flame.
I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of someone who's experienced, like, playing this game, didn't play Treehouses. That cutscene would be so confusing. Like, why did they go from brother to father? Like, what's the heck, the what? Also, why do they not have a A support? Why do they only have a B support? That's sad. But now it's time for final battle. Strategist?
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Well, final battle of this chapter, I guess. Let's go into Fog and fight Lord Lonato. Deploy to the selected area. Yes, sirree. The Battle of Magdred. Yeah, let's save here.
After the last 2 years with Dimitri, I thought we'd seen every battlefield there is to see in Fargus. But Magdred Way, huh? This one's new.
A little foggy, don't you think? I might even hazard to call it a lot foggy. You've never fought in conditions like these, so you do well to keep what wits you have about you. If you're not careful in this fog, you could find yourself walking straight off a cliff. Horrible way to go, if you ask me.
Come on, you're not my mom. I can handle myself.
Wow, look who woke up on the confidence side of the bed. If that's how you feel, maybe you don't even need my help anymore.
I'll back off a little.
Oh, come on, it was a joke. Don't be so sensitive. You know I appreciate you.
Fine. But in case you forgot, if you die, I go with you. Our fates are intertwined.
Yes, you can stop saying it, we got it.
So no doing anything too reckless out there. You understand? Now come on, let's go.
Alright, defeat Lonato. Light a torch, improving visibility in fog. It isn't improved visibility. Conjures a magic shield that reduces damage from incoming magic attack. Persuade Dorothea, yep. Flying Surge, summon a flying unit to engage the enemy. Reinforcements will deploy periodically. Assign healers, built up, begin the battle with additional allied strongholds secured. That's 1. What does that change? So let's go with the Resonant Ward. Oh, the torch is 20. So I could go for the torch or Flying Surge. I think I'll go for the torch. As to who will be the main ones on the field, it's gonna be these four. Sylvain will go with Felix, Ingrid will go with me, the duo with Dimitri, and either Flame, Annette, or Mercedes. Let's go Flame. Flame will go with... No, Flame will not go with Setet. Maybe Annette? Or Rodrigue? Let's have Rodrigue. Let's have Rodrigue go with Setet. 15 minutes, 1,800 enemies. Let's jump into it and the 30 minutes cutscenes that will come after that.
Let's begin. Allow me to... We must act now, before the... I know not how much I can offer, but I'll...
Begin the operation. Allow me to lend a hand.
Hear you loud and clear. I might just be able to help.
Where our enemies might be lurking in this fog. Be at the ready for potential ambushes.
In any case, we lack the luxury of waiting for it to clear. Renato must be found and put to the sword as soon as possible.
I cannot grip.
We will begin by advancing our front line. All forces, prepare to march.
I actually don't think I need to give them the orders. They seem to be going pretty much for it themselves, like on their own.
Hey, didn't we bring torches?
It's not personal.
I cannot get that to that stronghold. I probably just need to go back, actually, to the other one.
This isn't a battle. It's a bloodbath.
Shall we? We must press on.
We will proceed as planned. We move.
We were set out here like lambs to the slaughter.
This is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
This is horrible. We're fighting civilians. And I am not okay with that.
With you.
I do not feel good with what I'm doing because of Lonato. Of course, it's Lonato's fault. Lonato's like problem. He's the one that made it. But I'm still not quite okay with it. Oh yeah, let's use the torch. Because apparently I have to use it.
I can see way better now. This will make moving around a lot easier too.
Everyone, fall back! We need to regroup! All is proceeding apace, but don't let up. And keep an eye out for ambushes.
Time to get to work.
Okay, so that's the one where I need to not try to attack him.
Everyone, gird yourselves.
Didn't think I'd get another shot at the Ashen Demon this soon.
I might not have an S on this
more
one,
capable than I expected.
but I really do not
They're holding
want
back.
to miss.
So much for gauging their strength.
We will proceed as planned.
Yeah,
We
no,
move.
I don't
No.
want you
Shall we?
guys to attack him.
We must press onward.
I'll do what I can. We must.
Actually, let me, real quick, let me Google it real quick. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. How to recruit Violet. Azure Gleam. Other than Violet, the Ashen Demon. And Eloise will generate again. Depending on which storyline you're playing, the method for recruiting them varies drastically. Okay. How to recruit in Golden Wildfire, how to recruit in Scarlet Blaze, how to recruit in Azure Gleam. In Azure Gleam Chapter 12, A Trick of the Goddess, Violet can be recruited during the final battle, a conquest of Evering. Here's a brief summary of what you need to do in order to recruit Violet in Azure Gleam Chapter 12. You'll need to capture the Menja territory and serve the tent. Okay, so it's not now, because I'm in Chapter 5. So now is not the time where I can actually recruit him, so let's go all out. That might have costed me my S rank right there. This hesitation and waiting. Let me come back to OBS.
Witness my true power.
Looks like I'm late. Guess I'll get working on my orders.
Is that Miquelon from House Gautier? What is he doing here? So, my brother's joining us. Looks like His Majesty really pulled out all the stops.
I'll stop the enemy dead in their tracks. You lot use your brains and figure out how we win this thing.
Someone must be giving these mercenaries their orders. We are going to find them. Miquelon can handle things on his own.
Alright, find Gerald.
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
Shall we? We must press onward.
I'll do what I can. We must.
I didn't expect they'd have reinforcements, but it doesn't change much. We know what we have to do. Now all that's left is to do it.
Are you seriously going to sit back and let someone else handle the Ashen Demon for you?
Yes?
Let's do it! Take this!
I won't take the chance. I don't want to, like, end up killing the Ashen Demon for real and losing the opportunity to recruit them because of that, so I'm just gonna ignore this side mission. Even if online, like, it didn't say, hey, you need to not kill him in Chapter 5, I'm still gonna do my best not to kill him in Chapter 5. Oh, I don't have the ability to unlock chests, do I?
I cannot.
Do I have that on the main character? No, I don't. So there must be a thief or something like that somewhere. Hello random people, please die.
victory!
We'll do it together! I've got you now! Yeah?
Hello, Eloise.
I may be new to Gerald's band, but my only hope is that I don't get you all killed. That funeral would truly be a grave affair.
Eloise here. I'm also not gonna do this one, because I don't want to kill Eloise. Just in case that I can end up recruiting them.
Come then, let us fight with honor.
Although it did make me save like just before the mission, so I could just make sure not to save over that save file just in case.
I'm with you! I won't let you die!
It was only a matter of time till they found us. Let's give them a nice, warm welcome.
I only have 1,300.
They're tough. These
So
are
I'm
no
just gonna
ordinary
go
mercs.
farm off a little bit.
Let's link up.
To victory!
Because I can still have that S rank even if I don't complete those side quests. I'm just gonna have less money. But if that allows me to recruit the Ashen Demon later, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. What's even the main mission? Find and defeat Gerald. Well, I know you don't kill Gerald here, because I'm pretty sure the it would not say defeat, it would say kill.
Color me impressed.
Take this!
I can help!
I'm 1,500. So I still need more.
I hope I can.
1,600.
That's all I've got, Your Majesty. You hear me? We're out of here.
Hello, Alcar. I do not want to fight you. I just want to farm some kills over here real quick before I go defeat your father.
I'm with you!
Okay, by the time I kill Gerald, I'll get to 1,800. Wait, how much am I at? Oh, I'm at the thing already. Okay, and I still have... Yeah, I still have time. Let's just go. Even if Eloise is there, like I said, I'm pretty sure that killing them here does not matter. It's the chapter 12 missions that should matter.
This job's not worth dying over. Fall back!
Yeah, they retreated. So I could have defeated the Ashen Demon, but...
Stand this no longer.
Oh wait, I'm still... Ooh, the mission is still not over. Oh wait, yes, there's Dorothea that didn't show up.
So the mercenaries have fled. Very well. On to the next. Send
Oh, and there's
in the
Lonato.
auxiliary units.
Glad those mercs are gone, but this fog is still as thick as ever.
It's likely that sorcery is to blame for the predicament we find ourselves in.
Then we'll just have to cut those mages down. If they're the...
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Shall we? I must succeed.
We will proceed as...
We must... One's invoking this fog. Defeating them should dispel it.
They found us! To arms! Your trickery ends here.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Oops. I was gonna say, I don't get to do the, like, magic meter thingy often. Like the awakening stage or whatever. So I should probably, just for the heck of it, just to show it. The general was literally right here. Ooh, I'm getting close to... oh, that's where the key is.
Stand down.
The fog is lifting! We did it!
The time for subterfuge has passed. We shall meet now in honest combat. Yeah, right.
And victory will be ours, Lonato. Come, everyone. We will overwhelm our foes.
I just want that key, please.
Yeah, right. Too slow.
Onward. Take a breather.
I'll do what I can. We march. On me!
Get to Lonato. How do I? I guess I have to get to that point. Well, I'll go with the main character. That's the fastest character. Because of that little penguin. Oh, that's Dorothea. Yeah. I don't want to kill her. I want to recruit her.
But he's done so much to ingratiate himself with the Empire. We can't exactly leave our new friend to die, can we?
Not now. Lonato is but one step away.
If we can just try to reason with Dorothea, though, we might be able to settle things peacefully.
I
had a feeling something like this might happen, so I prepared a technique of my own to guard against their magic.
The might of Adrestia is on our side. Yes, with our combined forces.
I've got this.
Messengers! We need to stop them before they call for backup.
Alright. Let's defeat Dorothea.
To victory!
Unfortunately, I think I might go over the 15 minutes because of that. Because I took a bit too much time at the beginning. I'm at 12, that's still doable. Depends how long they talk for.
Thank you. This will surely help.
Is this the end? No, I can keep fighting.
Dorothea, please! I don't want to see you die for nothing.
I can't say I want that either. All right, you win.
If His Majesty means to shelter those vile church rats, then I shall rebuke him to my final breath. Fling open the gates.
Hello, Lonato. I'm sorry.
I have burned far too many bridges to turn back now.
Lenato, it's time to settle this.
I'll protect you!
A moment too soon.
Found it. I will see Kristoff avenged, even at the cost.
He's not even done with his sentence.
Forgive your fool of a father, Kristoff, for he is soon to join you.
The battle is over. A fine effort, everyone. Especially considering the conditions.
Guess we did our job, at least.
Well, well, doesn't someone sound disappointed? And what's with that look?
I don't know. We completed our mission and all, but it still feels like we lost somehow. Sure, we stopped Lenato, and we put Geralt and his mercenaries to rout. But not before they dragged us through one of the toughest fights we've experienced. And most of all, I failed to take down the Ashen Demon. If that's not a loss, I don't know what is.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
You're right. I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
Precisely. They're surely going to continue standing in our way, so do try to dig a little deeper the next time you square off.
It's funny to hear him say that, as if he was not level 80 and killing everyone himself. Like, I know that's not how the game is meant to be, and that's me that just overgrinded in my first playthrough, but still, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for the chat.
By the by, have you seen our valiant leader? I wonder where he's scampered off to.
No Felix or the others in sight either. Maybe they're having a meeting or something.
Sounds like you should try to track them down then. Though, on second thought, it may not be any of your business.
Oh, do I go look for them or do I stay put? Like, if they wanted me to be at that meeting, they would have come and get me. So they probably don't want me there, so I'm gonna stay put.
They might be friends, but they're also my clients. I shouldn't stick my nose in their private affairs.
What a touching show of camaraderie. In that case, we should get some rest. There are plenty more battles ahead of us.
Like, I may be missing on some lore because I'm choosing this. I don't know. It might not change much. Usually it doesn't change much.
I cannot.
A large step forward.
Alright, all the level ups. All these things that I will sell. That mission gave a lot, but it's a long mission, so that's normal. Ooh, did you and Felix? And Felix. And Dorothea, which is level 50 because, of course, I had her in my other playthrough.
You did well, Miklana. I will remember the deeds you've performed here today.
You know as well as I that I only did it for the money. Your money.
What a charming guy.
What are you playing at, boar? This washed-up bandit doesn't deserve to look at our army, let alone be a commander in it.
It's a decision I made in collaboration with the Margrave. 2 years ago, after I ascended the throne, I ordered Gustav to capture him, made him swear his allegiance to the royal family, and gave him a unit of soldiers to command.
Spare me the details of how you did it. What I want to know is why.
My army was lacking leaders. We needed capable fighters to fill in the gaps. As for Miklon here, the Margrave himself has instructed him in all manner of military tactics. I've seen his prowess with my own 2 eyes. In the centuries since the time of King Lugh, crests and relics have kept Fargus safe. We've come to depend on that power to protect us from outside attacks, and grown all too complacent in its wake. Naturally, we will take full advantage of our heroes' relics in the battles ahead with Adrestia. But we cannot protect our home with relics alone. If all who could wield them fell, so too would we. The blood of the heroes is thinner now than ever before. We need men like him among our ranks.
I don't doubt the truth of your words, but that's not the issue here. Do you really think it appropriate to trust a man barely removed from his life as a brigand with the responsibility of command?
Everyone's heard the stories of the elder Gautier brother, how he resorted to banditry and plunder. Do you not think our soldiers would object to being led by a man with such history?
Command, huh? It's got a nice ring to it. But you should know, I'm just a prisoner. My attendants, my aides, my best men, all stooges for the royal family, breathing down my neck every waking moment. All the sleeping moments, too.
No wise remarks, Sylvain? You're standing there mute, as if this has nothing to do with you.
I was one of the first His Majesty consulted with. There's nothing I could say that I haven't already. I'm sure you can't stand the sight of me, Miklon. But let's see if we can't get along, okay?
Huh. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, I'll await your next orders, Your Majesty, sir.
Let me guess. Any means necessary?
I won't defend it. though I do see use in such a man. What he did in his time as a bandit was monstrous, I admit that. And I deserve no small amount of judgment for giving him command in spite of it. But I can't help but wonder. Perhaps his life could have been dramatically different had he only possessed a crest. Same as the uncle I murdered.
I understand your reasoning, Your Majesty. Yet he's hurt so many people.
What's done is done. Stolen goods may be returned, but stolen lives cannot.
Yeah, I still don't feel like this is a good idea, I'll be honest. I feel like he's gonna betray us at some point, and everybody will be like, hey Dimitri, you idiot, we told you so.
If the man is unwilling to atone for his wrongdoings, then he will pay for it with his head. If he does wish to repent, however, then what better way to do so than by risking his life on behalf of our people? If any among us still can't forgive him, by all means, take up your arms and enact vengeance.
I get what you're trying to do, but you still should have talked to us first. This isn't about who shoulders what blame. It's a matter of letting us know what you're thinking.
You're right, Felix. My apologies.
He did consult the people that were actually concerned.
Now then, we march on Aryan Road as planned.
And like he's the king, he decides. It's not like you could have said anything that would have changed his mind.
With House Rowe's military might crippled, seizing the fortress should be a somewhat simpler matter.
The Silver Maiden. Can we really take it?
You saw how many troops they've already lost. Just plain math will tell you there can't be that many of them left back at the fortress. At least I sure hope not.
And I am sure Houses Karen and Geraint would be willing to lend us a few squadrons in return for the aid we provided them.
Agreed. And their militaries are both formidable indeed. I'll have to factor their support into our strategies moving forward. And what of you, Ash? Will you be joining the fight at Aryan Road?
Yes, I will.
No, you
Though
won't.
I do appreciate the concern, Your Majesty.
No level 50 unit in my fights.
As long as you're sure you can handle it. Do not hesitate to retreat if it becomes too much for you.
Well, until they're all level 50, then
House
yeah.
Rowe's forces aside, we now have the added threat of Gerald and his mercenary band to contend with. The very same mercenary band you had been looking for, is it not?
Yeah, one of them in particular, a warrior known as the Ashen Demon, who felled my entire company back before I met you. Not sure I'm looking for revenge exactly, but I do want to surpass them, no matter what it takes.
I see. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Sorry, I wasn't really trying to hide it or anything, just never came up, I guess.
I believe I understand. Overcoming Gerald and his mercenaries is what drives you in life.
Yeah, you could say that. It's the closest thing to a goal I have, for sure.
In any case, those people cannot be taken lightly. I'd like to avoid crossing blades with them as much as we can. Though we'll likely encounter them sooner rather than later. Imperial forces are still encamped in the former Arendelle territory, after all.
Right. We'd better be ready for anything.
Azure Gleam. Conspiracy in the air. Having laid Lonato low, the kingdom's army proceeds south. Count Rowe, who had prior declared fealty to the Empire, surrenders, and Aryan Road falls back into kingdom hands. With its foothold in the west lost, the Empire amasses troops in the former Arendelle territory to the south, prompting the army of Fargus to strike before Adrestia can regain its footing.
It's nice Aryan Road fell with little more than a hand wave, but it's hardly comfortable knowing the enemy is still on our doorstep.
Comfortable or no, we must take what few chances we do have to rest. Battle will be upon us again before we know it.
Not to mention the fortress is still a target. I mean, who wouldn't want their very own impregnable stronghold?
Our spies report that the enemy plans to mount such an attack from Arendelle land.
Arendelle, huh? It's been 2 years since the territory came under the Emperor's control. The wind carries rumors that Edelgard has been keeping Lord Arendelle imprisoned in his home since then. If it's true, No. Were the enemy to strike and the fortress city to somehow fall, our path forward in this war would grow exceedingly perilous.
The West doesn't face the kind of constant threats we do, so there aren't as many strongholds here as in the North, right?
Basically. Though my uncle did say that started to change at least a tiny bit in the past couple of years.
In other words, the entire western region of the kingdom is likely to fall into enemy hands if we retreat from Aryan Road now.
Indeed. Which is exactly why we must take the offensive and restrain this Imperial snake before it can sink its fangs into us.
Hey, it'll be nice to strike first for once. It feels like we've been on the back foot for a while now.
Right you are. And remaining on perpetual defense would only lead to more meaningless, preventable deaths.
I'm sorry if I'm not speaking much. It's getting late and I want to get to the point where I'm at the camp so I can farm stuff during like the evenings and the weekend and stuff. So yeah.
Whatever we decide to do, we need to stay on guard. Geralt and his mercenaries could be around any corner.
Yes, who knows when you might have another fateful duel with the Ashen Demon. Hmm?
Your Majesty, I bear terrible news.
Calm yourself. What is it?
The convoy escorting Count Rowe to the capital has been attacked by an unknown assailant. They've sustained heavy losses, and it seems Count Rowe has gone missing amid the chaos.
I see. And these assailants, we know nothing about them?
Very little, Your Majesty. The survivors claim to have been attacked by numerous mages.
Mages? No.
What's wrong? Do you know who it is?
You saw the court mage Cornelia during our battle at Ferdiad, yes? Well, she disappeared almost immediately after. It's likely she has been burrowed away in western Fargus ever since. Which leads me to wonder if this attack wasn't her handiwork somehow. It's merely a feeling, though. I'd like to look into it further, if possible. But something tells me the Imperial soldiers won't wait around patiently while we go off hunting for clues.
Perhaps you should send a separate unit to investigate, while we attend to the Empire.
Yes, that would be prudent for now. We cannot afford to lower our guard for even a moment.
Alright, we're getting to the camp.
Hey there.
Hey Maya, have you heard? Before anything, can I do
Which battle
something
do you wish
with...
to reflect on?
Yes, it seems like I can indeed.
I'll continue gathering records of
So
your
this is where
battles.
this video is gonna end. Thank you YouTube for watching, and I hope that you will have, well, that you enjoyed first of all this episode. I also hope that you will have a good day, evening, or night, depending on when you see this. and I should see you next week for the next episode of this Azure Gleam, this, how do you call it? The Blue Lion story, anyway, for Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, the Azure Gleam story path. See you guys.